Hello there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and a new 5-minute card video. In this quick video, I'm going to show you how I made these two Easter cards. I will be using my gel press and some acrylic paint to create this cool background and some fun stamps from the Trinity Stamp Shop. These are Slimline stamps, and these large images are going to take up the whole entire face of a Slimline card. So we've got Slimline chicks and Slimline bunnies. There are several other of those Slimline stamps I'll have linked for you below if you like those. I am using some heavy body acrylic paint from Spellbinders and brayering that onto my well-loved gel press. I actually have a little paint on there already because I tried out this background before making this video. So I'm brayering all that on, blending it together, and then I'll lay on a piece of 8.5 by 11 white cardstock. This is just cheap cardstock I get in a ream from like Walmart or somewhere like that. So there you can see my bright and fun Eastery background. I'm going to lay that in my MISTI once it's dry and stamp down the Slimline Bunnies stamp set, and I'm going to emboss this. So I want to make sure I use a little anti-static powder, but I'm being careful not to get it on that sticky mat which is holding my paper in place. And then I'll stamp that down again with that clear sticky ink and then sprinkle on the delicious white embossing powder. Now I don't know if you see there's a little mistake there in my stamping. I actually ended up redoing that and stamping it again because part of the faces of the bunnies did not show up. So I embossed it again. So this is the nicely embossed background that I added to a Scallop Slimline panel, also from Trinity Stamps. Here's the chicks all stamped and ready to go, and I trimmed that one and put it on the same scalloped panel, this time in pink. So just changing up my colors a little bit for fun. I took two circle dies that are, there's only one die in between them to create a frame. By cutting them at the same time, I get the ring that will be a frame for my shaker. Then I die cut the largest circle that I used on that frame in this window sheet or acetate, and I'm gluing that behind the frames to create a little shaker window on the front of my card. And then I'll just go around both of those with some foam tape. This is Heavy Doodle foam tape. It's my favorite for shakers. I'll link it for you below. This is the thin, and there's also a wider one. I'll link both for you because they are not sticky on the edges. So when you do a shaker, you don't have to worry about your shaker elements sticking to the edge of your foam. So I peeled off the backing and then just stuck that down. I have these Springtime Sugar Flowers. They're clay little bits from Trinity Stamps, and then some micro seed beads that I just have in my stash. We're going to set those aside and stamp out some supporting images. Both of these images come with the stamp sets that I used, as well as the sentiments. So they're really great sets. I'm going to color these out with Copic markers, but just doing some really simple coloring. These images both have a lot of white in them, so it makes the coloring just seem really easy. But here are all the Copic markers that I used to color them out in case you're interested and you can see how cute they turned out. Next, I'm going to fussy cut these because these stamp sets do not have dies. There's barely any images that need to be cut out, so I went ahead and pulled out my scissors, and I felt so good about myself doing some fussy cutting. And then I bubble cut this. Now I'm not perfect at it, but it was fun to do, and I like the look, and I think it's going to look fine on my card. I'm going to actually mount that sentiment onto a little skinny strip of green cardstock just to give it a mat to sit on, and I like to flag cut the end. I don't necessarily need a die. You can just snip up the middle and then cut from the corner to the top of that snip on both sides. So I'm going to do the same on my chick card, add my little chick to the edge of the shaker ring, and then my sentiment with the flagged end. Now it's time to add some decorative baubles. These are the fired brick. They're orange, but they have an iridescent glass. It's not glass, it's plastic dome, which kind of picks up the colors around it. So you don't have to worry about these matching your color exactly. They're going to pick up the colors that are around them, which is my favorite type of embellishment. So I added some orange, yellow, and green baubles. Next, it's time to mount these on their card base. These are traditional sized Slimline cards, so 8.5 by 7 scored at 3.5, and they fit on there perfectly with that cute, dainty scalloped edge. I love that die set. I will have it linked for you below, as well as all the other things. If you are interested in that, you can check it out. And that is it for today's 5-minute card video. I hope you had fun with this short video. I like sharing these with you sometimes. I don't necessarily have a new technique, but it's just a quick, fun card making video. So you let me know if you liked it with a thumbs up. And of course, I love chatting with you in the comments below. I will see you all again very soon on the next video. Happy stamping! Bye!